Hey guys, it's Sad, and this is part 2 of the video I posted earlier about can we make money from this collection. So if you haven't watched part 1, you should go watch that, where we showed a lot of these holos right here. Some pretty cool ones, some first editions. That one's pretty cool, first edition Clefable. So check that out, and you can see in detail all these different holos that came in this blue WotC vintage binder, which is in pretty good condition. I actually looked up what this binder sells for because it's really old, 1999, right there it says 1999. The past few auctions have been a little over 50 bucks, so it's a valuable binder in itself. And there were a couple cards that I left in the binder. These are some of them right here. So this Mewtwo, it's a promo Mewtwo number 12. It's a Black Star promo number 12. In a PSA 9, this one's about 150 bucks, and this one's in great condition. It's got some white spots up there, so it might not get a 10, but in a 10, it's worth about 500 bucks. So that's definitely a good card. I didn't mention it in the last video. We kind of ran out of time. But this Meowth is kind of on the same price level as this Mewtwo. It's about 100 bucks in a 9 and several $100 in a 10, which it's really hard to get a 10 on these WotC cards, as I've said before. But this one's in great condition. So who knows, right? And this Muck, which Muck isn't a heavy hitter. It's a low value card, but this one's, I just wanted to show it because it's actually in great condition. So that might be 100 bucks in a 9. It's not first edition. Okay, so the main part of the video, I wanted to show y'all what was in these bags. I didn't look at them last time. Not super impressed with the way they're packaged. Like, I don't like how the rubber band, it's too tight, makes the card warp like that. But again, it's a trainer, so it might not even matter. So we'll look at this bag is first edition Jungle. So there's a first edition Jungle, first edition Fossil, and then what looks like, I'm assuming all these are organized. They might be all mixed up. But this one's maybe trainers, of course, energies. And then we've got more, there's unlimited base. And then this one might be shadowless base. More unlimited base. And unlimited fossil. And unlimited jungle. So I haven't looked at any of these cards, so they're brand new to me. Which, actually, believe it or not, these, let's get into this. These first edition commons and uncommons have shot up in price like crazy. So the first thing you can look at is you can see how they're all the same color, more or less. They're all kind of, it's hard to say, hard to describe, but they're kind of like you do like that, and they kind of all settle, on the same level. They're not sticking up and down a whole, terribly a lot, but that means it's in good condition. So that's a good sign. Let's take them out. Let's get rid of that bag. Okay, so like I was saying before, some of these first edition commons have really shot up in value over the past years. So I had opened some booster packs for Jungle. I'll just start showing some of these. Look at the condition. But yeah, these conditions are, this one looked good at first, but there might be a little crease right there, which kills the value. But values, I opened up some booster packs and they actually jumped up in value from when I graded them to now. So like first edition PSA 10 commons and uncommons were selling for maybe $100. I'll flip these over, they'll probably be better. So yeah, there's some unlimited cards in here too, but put those over there. They were selling for maybe 20 bucks. Now they're several hundred. There's like Eevees almost $500 or more. I actually have this one in a PSA 10. So I wouldn't get these graded. They probably would get a 7 or an 8, which is still about 40 or 50 bucks, which, you know, costs $20 to get something graded. So that's not really not really worth it. So there's a first edition there, Bellsprout. Yes, these are definitely all mixed up. They're not terrible condition. Like this Bellsprout is, again, the corner down there, but it's probably a 7 or an 8. Okay. Messing up my own routine here. I gotta flip those over. There's some Shadowless in there too. What you really want in commons and uncommons is first edition Shadowless. And there's some rare cards too. That's not bad. See if we can find some. There's a Shadowless Beedrill. It looks kind of played with. First edition Execute. There's some first edition Fossil. Okay, so Butterfree. There's actually, this one's not the Air, but there's a first edition Butterfree that the 1 is actually a D, so it's the D edition Butterfree. I have one somewhere around here. I may make another video one day showing that, but yeah, that's always something to look at. So there's several first edition. First edition Nidoqueen that's non-holo. Arbok, not Arbok. Said that wrong. So let's see if we can find some first edition Shadowless base cards. That would be awesome. You'll be able to quickly tell it'll have that first edition like the Zubat, but it'll have it over here on a Shadowless card like this Tangela. Is it Tangela or Tangela? Tell me down in the comments, do y'all call it Tangela or Tangela? Yeah, now these Shadowless starters are definitely worth grading, especially if the condition is there. Condition's not the best, but I mean a 7 is still probably $100, so I mean, in my opinion, it's worth it. See, that's good condition. Try to go kind of quick on these. I'm not going to examine every single card. Just looking for heavy hitters like first edition Shadowless, or the best ones from Jungle for commons and uncommons are Pikachu and Eevee. So it looks like all these are grass types, so that's kind of, I guess, how they separated these out, which makes more sense because you have blue, brown, purple, red, and colorless up there. So I guess that's how it's separated, not by sets. I got tricked, but that's okay. I won't complain. Not anymore. Okay, put those there. We'll look at. Yep, so all these are blue, water type. There's a Shadowless Squirtle. It's pretty cool. Shadowless Dugong, first edition. Several first editions. Shadowless Poliwag, Staryu. Some more turtles. That Dark Vaporeon's a good one. Let's look at the condition on that one. Yeah, so that one's worth grading. And a 9, that's probably over $100. So yeah, this collection's definitely money. It's not played condition, but it's not pack fresh mint condition either. That's the real money. Okay, so now these are all turned upside down. So let's do that. There's an Air Krabby. I'm not gonna look for, well, there's only 3. It's on its fossil where it's missing part of the fossil symbol. I don't see it on those 3. That one's pretty rare. Shadowless Wartortle, pretty cool. First edition rare Fossil Lapras. If that was a holographic, that'd be an epic card. Still cool though. Several Shadowless cards. I like Shadowless. I really like first edition Shadowless. So if we can get one of those, that'll be awesome. Might freak out a little bit. Alright, so we'll put the water over there. We'll start with fighting. Next. Bunch of first edition Mankeys, Kabutos, some Geodude, Golem, Machop, several Shadowless Machops. Ooh, a holographic Dark Machamp. It's pretty cool. It's a decent condition. It looks like maybe an 8. Might be a good 50, 60 bucks. Pretty cool. Was not expecting that. Bunch of first edition Cubones. Graveler, there's a lot of rares. That's cool. Still looking for those first edition Shadowless. I can't remember if I saw one in the picture, and I want to say I saw one, maybe, I think we looked through those already. Yeah, we did. I want to say it was a colorless type. I won't ruin it, but might be a letdown if I'm wrong. But I want to say I did see a first edition Shadowless in the colorless color. Doesn't make any sense. All right, some more Shadowless. You can tell by the color right off the bat. I made a video about how to tell the differences between Shadowless and not, but when I'm just looking at it like this without looking at the date, you can just quickly tell by the color of these two cards. They're slightly different. See, there's the two Jinxes. Yeah, just some first editions. The condition is decent on them. They're not, like I said before, not pack fresh. But not, didn't look like a little kid had them in their pocket. I'm not gonna go through the trainers or the energies. I'll just leave those back there. Okay, so we got some fire. This one's the shortest stack. Shadowless Arcanine, that's pretty cool. It's not bent, but it's got some white spots. Maybe a 6 or a 7. Wouldn't get that graded. Really, if you're gonna grade commons and uncommons, you want a more like a pack fresh, like a PSA 9. But these Shadowless starters are different. You can pretty much get any of those graded, and they'll be money. So there's 1 Shadowless Charmander, 2, 3 Shadowless Charmeleon, first edition Rapidash from Jungle, and 2 more Shadowless Charmanders. Sorry guys, the light fell on my camera and knocked it down. Okay, so we are in the lightning type bag. A couple first edition Jolteons. One of them looks really nice, that one, and this one looks loved. Pretty cool. Shadowless Electrode, 2 of them. Shadowless Electabuzz, first edition Zapdos from Fossil. Okay, so now these, we gotta look at these 2 Pikachus, see if there's more. Okay, let's put those 2 and those 2. These are the best common card from Jungle Set. So let's look at the condition on these. Just flip them all over. Okay, now these look really good. Especially this top one. That one looks good. Maybe an 8 or a 9. Maybe 7 to 8. Again, maybe 7 to 8, and then 7 to 8. So that's probably $100 each. I'd have to go back and look at values. So values are hard to keep track of. They're always changing every day. But I would say 7 to 8 on those is probably a $100 each. So I mean that's good money right there. And there's another one too. That one's probably a little bit better, maybe an 8. Sweet. So conditions like this, there's no particular super heavy hitter cards that are going to make the money back by themselves. But if you get all the cards graded and then sell them, you make thousands of bucks. So that's how I make money off collections. That's how a lot of people make money off of buying and grading collections. Okay, so I really hope, from what I said earlier, there's a first edition Shadowless in this color type. I could be completely wrong. Meowth. It's a pretty cool one. There's 3 first edition Meowths. Shadowless Rattata. Okay, yeah, see there it is right there. So you see first edition Shadowless Raticate. And again, if you don't know what Shadowless means, I have a video up of what Shadowless is. This one is not the best condition. It's probably, without inspecting it super close, I don't see any creases, which, that one's probably a 6. So that'd be not super crazy amount. In a 6, it'd probably be 50 to 100 bucks, but definitely we'll get that graded. So it's first edition Shadowless. It's the first set ever. You gotta get those graded. Oh, there's another one, Farfetch'd. Can't rotate my wrist around that far. Yeah, it looks like the same condition as the Raticate, but I'll definitely get that graded too. Love those cards. Jigglypuff, that's another couple $100 if they're in 9. Eevee is the same way. I saw 3 first edition Eevees. Those look to be in great condition. I'm not going to spend too much time. We'll make this video last all day if I inspect each card. But you see tons of rares in these too. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was just going to be commons and uncommons. So that's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, look. So there's 3 more Eevees right there. I have a first edition Eevee. I showed it in one of my short videos. But that's $500 to almost $1,000 for a PSA 10 Eevee. First edition. Yeah, those look good. All right, guys, if you like when I show collections, let me know in the comments. Also, I think the question of the day was, is it Tangela or Tangela? Let me know in the comments what you call it. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button.